so I guess the problem is that reps come in, they want to make like 10 to 15,000, you know how they are. And we just have a problem with people like quitting fairly quickly. Because our offer is like 5,800. We do some downselling because our audience is sick. A lot of them aren't working and their spouses are. So we'll do some downselling to like 2K. But it's just struggling a little bit because our reps, you know, they might make 3K the first month. We have some payment plans, things like that. But I talked to, so we had a pretty good rep come in. I'm like, okay, he's pretty good. So what I did is I offered him a base of 3K. And then I talked to just my account manager, and he was kind of like, I highly suggest you talk to you because he's like, I think you should do like bonus structures, like, hey, you bring in this much cash your first month, then I'll give you like 3K or whatever, instead of like a base. So I was kind of
Yeah.
thinking
So
base slash bonus to keep reps because that is our problem. Like kind of diagnosing the problem, like why do people keep quitting? That type of thing, right?
so the question really is, how do we retain talent, right? Because and your solution is we have to come up with a better comp structure, or that's what's on your mind. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So good comp is definitely important. Okay. As I understand it, you guys are helping people from a religious perspective as Christians to overcome some specific mental health issues, etc. Is that correct? Like life coaching issues. Is that correct?
That's right. Yep.
Are your sales reps that you're hiring Christians?
Yes.
Okay. Are they purpose-driven Christians, or are they just Christians?
Typically, for the most part.
Okay. Okay.
They're like
That
they're purpose driven. Like a lot of them are really bought into our brand, but then they're usually quitting. And I ask why. I'm like, give me a little feedback. Is it the management? Is it the lead quality? And then some will say, oh, your leads are broke, or they're not making enough money. It's usually you're not managing well enough, that type of thing. Just for a
okay.
little background, our top rep is making like 9K a month. So I'm just kind of like, do I tell everybody? Maybe it's an expectation thing, like, hey, but is 9K enough? Like, am I going to attract top talent with that? Like, so.
Yeah. No, I think you have you have a really good uh, questions, and I can understand the challenge here. I think I wouldn't undersell your offer, because the reality is a lot of people under our offer were only performing at like 15 to 25K a month. Then we had someone that was really good come in, and he's doing like 40 grand a month, 35 grand a month. So it can look like your offer is only worth 9 grand, but really it's worth more. So what does this mean? Number one is, the reason I brought up the religious thing is it's super important, because in my opinion, missionaries are probably the best salespeople in the world, because they don't get paid anything,
Mhm.
right? They just do what they do for the love of the Lord, right? And that's the kind of person that you want. Is, okay, this person's broke on the other end of the phone. You have to make it doable though, right? If they're broke, then what can you do? I'm not necessarily against a downsell. I'm not against that, right? But there has to be a way to bring them in, whether it's a downsell, an extended payment plan, et cetera, et cetera. So there has to be something, right? So number one is make sure it's very religious focused and expectations are upfront. Okay. Expectations, what I mean by that is not to undersell the opportunity at 9K. It's to let the person know what the challenges are on the front end and what you're looking for in order to get someone to help solve the challenges, right? Give you an example. Guy comes in with us, give them the expectation. You're only doing live transfers. You're not making that much money in the beginning, right? But here's the benefits that you will get. And here's what the potential is, right? So someone has to have a very good expectation. Now, number two is, it's the type of talent that you get. Now, let me explain this. Let's say, for example, you have a sales rep like me, right? I'm a sales rep. I would call myself a 2.0 sales rep, right? If we're looking at like numbers, I've done it all. I have a proven track record. I'm used to getting big paychecks. I'm never ever going to work for anyone that provides me with less leads, less quality, or whatever, right? Never. But when I was starting out in 2015, I would, right? But you needed me in 2018, right? So in 2018, I was like a 0.7 rep, 0.7, 0.8. I was coming to my 1.0. No, I was like a 1.0. I was like a 1.0 rep, right? I was used to some paychecks, not that big, whatever. So you have to like kind of like match make, right? So where you are right now in the business is, you have to have the right expectations of the quality of rep that you're going to bring on, right? So you'll need a 1.0 rep or a 0.8 rep, and you have to identify that through experience. they've been in high ticket for like a year and a half, maybe a year, maybe they're a setter and they want to become a closer, right? Something like that. And they want to earn their stripes of becoming a great closer with you. So if your expectations are too high and you want to get the model and you whatever it is, it's going to be a heartbreak because it's not available for you right now. But once you take your business to a certain level, you can then start looking for models, right? So this is a honest feedback for you because I've had a lot of people that have really wanted to get like the number ones, right?
Mhm.
And it's just like you need to get number threes or fours for now.
Mhm.
So expectations, religious background upfront. Number two, look for potential leaders, not leaders.